So it looks like the recording has started. Welcome to our Scenario 220 team meeting. I'll go first and share my planning spreadsheet and walk you guys through what I did. Bear with me as I'm whispering because laryngitis. Okay. All right, can you guys see my screen? Are you able to see my screen? Okay, perfect. So I had started out by changing the fermenters to have one additional fermenter, which was kind of the main purpose of the scenario, was seeing how that impacted the rest of our sales. With Taj Mahal, I kept all the prices the same, and I kept the production levels fairly consistent throughout the year. And then with Alley Cat is where I had the most profit, so all the prices were the same except I had July. I upped to $60. I'm pretty sure that had like a very minor impact on the gross profit, but increased it a little bit. And then production levels, I kept pretty high throughout the whole year, and I had decided on the numbers according to I believe it was either that, or no, according to the Edgar Ale production numbers, since those kind of coexist. And then in Edgar Ale, because it has the 3.25 elasticity, I did change the price a little bit. So in the first couple months of the year, the price I upped to $15.50. So all of that had me end with an EBT of $248,387.
I can, I'll go next, share mine. Okay, let me know if you guys can see that. Okay. So I had kept my prices for the Taj Mahal about 16 and just kind of played around with the production, trying to keep that ending inventory around the 2,000 mark, and that gave me an EBT of 339. I did have a bit of a lower EBT for Alley Cat at 355, and I was kind of messing around with the prices a bit more. I think because my change in demand dropped a bit because I increased those prices. That was probably what kind of made that total go a bit down. I also kind of fluctuated my production just because I kept having a problem where my Edgar would go negative if I didn't have the right production. So it kind of resulted in some micro adjustments throughout the year. And then Edgar Ale I kept the same throughout the year. I did also increase my fermenter amount to 5 just to kind of see how that affected it. And I got a total of 243, which was a bit lower, but I think that was partly due to my Alley Cat being so much lower.
Okay, I'll go now. My sharing my screen never works, so I'm just gonna show you guys I have it. But I also increased the number of fermenters to 5. My production for Taj Mahal was pretty consistent too, kind of increased more towards like the end of the year. My price stayed consistent for Taj Mahal and Alley Cat, but for Edgar Ale, I increased it in June from 1550. I mean, I decreased it from 1550 to 1450. And yeah, my EBT ended up being around 247,000.
Cool. So I think we can, if we use kind of the pricing scheme that Kaylee had for that first one, was that Taj Mahal? That way we can maximize our profits there and kind of just combine all of our efforts together for one cohesive plan. Do we want to keep the same roles we did last time where we kind of like I was putting the productions in, and then Millie was doing the pricing. Kaylee we were like kind of keeping up with the inventories, right?
Yeah, and then I feel like the main difference is also going to be investing in the new fermenter. Which month was that? I think it was. Yeah, so in April, we'll have to start putting some money toward our fifth fermenter. Because without the fifth fermenter, we can't make nearly as much. So since I'll be watching inventory levels, I can also be checking on the fermenter.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So if we do that, does anybody have Scrim open?
No, I do not.
Okay. Let me see if I can just quick pull it up. And I'll log in and we'll put in some orders.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Looking at my spreadsheet, for Taj Mahal, we're gonna want to do be like Taj Mahal off the bat. We start with quite a bit in our inventory already. I would say the main thing would be putting in orders for Alley Cat, and then so like maybe for Alley Cat,
Okay.
one for Taj Mahal and one for Edgar Ale type deal.
So we got Alley Cat. You said just like one for each of them?
I would say like maybe up to 4 for Alley Cat.
Okay.
Spreadsheet I had the production being 8,500 for January, so to kind of like put you in perspective of how high my orders were.
Okay. So I'll do this first order will have 2 Alley Cats and one of each of the other 2. And then the second set of orders will have, it'll kind of be like the same. Then we've got 4 Alley Cats and then 2 Edgar and 2 Taj Mahal coming in for those first 2 sets of orders.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay. All right, so now we've got 8 orders in. I'll try to make sure that they're actually in there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah, all right. So we got 8 orders in. That'll kind of start us off for the sim on Wednesday. I think that was all. Now we've got explained it, we got assigned our roles, we got our orders in. So I think that'll be a good starting point for Wednesday. Kind of get us ready for it.
Are we all doing the same roles? We
Yeah,
decided
we're
that
just saying last time.
All right. Hopefully I'll be feeling better by Wednesday.
Yeah, hopefully.
I might be there with a mask and no voice.
Okay.
So we'll see. Awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and end our recording. Great job, T.
Cool. All right. See you guys on Wednesday.